Mr. Speaker, and to my colleagues from Virginia, thank you so much for the opportunity to celebrate the extraordinary work and the extraordinary example of our dear Congresswoman Jennifer Wexton. I first had the experience of seeing Jennifer when she was a state senator at an Equal Rights Amendment event. I was a mom, a former public servant. I'd just moved back home to Virginia, and I was at this advocacy day to see what was happening at the General Assembly, to see the good work of so many people who have become friends of mine. And I saw this woman with this beautiful long hair and this effusive control of the room. And she was talking about Virginia's role in ultimately the goal, and one that would be achieved, the goal of ensuring that Virginia became one of the states, one of the final, at that time, final 3 required states to ratify the Equal Rights Amendment. Ultimately, Virginia became the last, the necessary. And I remember watching her speak, full of vibrance and joy and humanity and humility, and I thought, she is amazing. And little did I know that not only would she continue to be an example for me, but that she would be a friend and someone who I would look up to throughout my time here in Congress. And what I know to be true about Jennifer is she is an extraordinarily witty, sometimes sassy, and devoted colleague. For those who have the pleasure of knowing Jennifer, you better know your facts, your details, your information, and be ready. Because just when you think you're having a serious-minded conversation about a serious topic, she'll come right into the conversation with kind of her perspective. She's whip smart, and she's funny. And even as this disease, as PSP, has taken her voice, for anybody on a text chain or anyone who is next to her and her technological devices, her wit is there, her wit is fierce, and it is extraordinary to see how she continues both to do the work for the people of Virginia's 10th district, but also to be a caring, focused peer and mentor to so many of us. I'm wearing this scarf today because while I met her many years ago when she was in the state Senate, where we really became friends was when we were both running for Congress in 2018. And this scarf shows so many of us who were on the ballot that year. And there's a picture of Jennifer right here with her gorgeous long hair and bright smile that shows her, as I know her to be, right, focused, thoughtful, and peering straight forward. Even in this drawing that is on a silk scarf, her stare and her focus is clear. And so since the first day that we all arrived here, so many in our class didn't come from state legislatures, came from a variety of backgrounds, bringing different expertise, different types of passion to our work in the halls of Congress. And at times it was Jennifer who chose to kind of herd the cats of the class of 2018, making sure that we were getting some of the procedural language correct, making sure that we were kind of seeing the forest through the trees. And for me, as a mother with 3 young daughters, our friendship, as I've watched her navigate being a mother to 2 teenage boys, as we talked about the types of television commercials to do along the way, and I saw her, I would say, essential minivan commercial, which is like everything you ever want to see or need to see about kind of moms and politics, just getting it all done. I have been grateful for her friendship. It's been amazing to see you lead by example. It has been amazing to see you fight for what you believe in. It has been amazing to see you live every single day full of vim, full of vigor, and with deep, deep humility and a focus on serving others. And I want to continue focusing on all of the extraordinary bright spots of you, but I do think it's important to note that so many other people in your shoes, so many other people were they facing any type of challenge, let alone the health challenge that you face, would have made different decisions, would have stepped away. And the fact that while you're in the fight of your life, you've continued to fight for others. You've continued to be here day in and day out. You've continued to vote for your constituents, to work for your constituents, and lead by your extraordinary example. It means a lot to all of us. I know it means a lot to your constituents. And I think you are teaching us all a lesson every single day, that you show up and that you do the good work. The team you have built and the extraordinary people who spend their days learning from you and learning with you will continue forward to do right, hopefully by the Commonwealth of Virginia, or in whatever other paths of public service they may pursue. And so, Jennifer, as a friend, I'm grateful for you. As a colleague, I've learned so much from you. As a woman in politics and as a mom, you've been an extraordinary example for so many of us. And I love you so, so very much. And I look forward to continuing to celebrate you into the future. And I hope that by the end of this week, we actually get a CR done on time so you can begin enjoying your retirement, my darling friend. And with that, I yield back.